Right, welcome back, loyal subscribers. Today we are going to be converting fractions. So, first one. We want to turn this mixed numeral. Now we know it's a mixed numeral because it's got a number and it's got a fraction. That's why it's called mixed. It's got a mix of both. We want to turn it into an improper fraction. So the top number, the numerator, is going to be bigger than the denominator. So, first things first, we've got to times the denominator by this big number. So 2 times 5 equals 10. Right. And then what we need to do, we need to add this little 3 here onto the 10. Basically what this 10 is saying is this 2 is made up of 10 little bits of 5. Like if you've got 2 pizzas and you cut them to 5 bits each, then you can have 10 bits in those other 2 pizzas. And now we've got 3 bits of pizza on this new pizza bit. So, anyway, 10 plus 3 equals 13. That's our new numerator. Denominator will stay the same, won't change. 13 over 5, that is the final answer. All right, well, what if we want to convert a mixed numeral to a decimal? We do the exact same thing here, but at the end we just divide the top number by the bottom number, but it'll be good practice. Whoop. So we times this by this. Equals 40. Then we add the little 8 onto the 40. So new numerator. Denominator stays the same. Now, we've got an improper fraction. We need to turn it into a decimal. So 48 divided by 10. Or 4.8 pizzas or whatever. All right, let's move on. We've got an improper fraction, but we want to turn it into a mixed numeral. We want to turn it into a number and a fraction. So what we've got to do, we've got to look for the lowest multiple of 4 that is not 10. It's like the highest multiple of 4 that is less than 10. So we got 4, next in 4 times table is 8, and the next is 12. Well, 12 is bigger than 10, so it can't be 12, or 8. That is a multiple of 4. 4 times 2 is 8. And then we've got to look for like the gap between 8 and 10. We know the gap's 2, 9, 10. So how I'd write it, 8 to 10 is 2. So this is our new numerator for the fraction part. Denominator stays the same. So we've got the fraction part. How do we find the number part? Because it's got to be a big number that goes here. Well, what did we times by 4 to get to 8? We timesed 4 by 2. We might write this here. 2 times 4 is 8. So we've got to take this 2 and we've got to put it over here. Now, I think I will also turn this one back into the mixed numeral. And we have the answer here. We know this is the answer, so we just need to know how to get to this answer. So, what is the highest multiple of 5 that is not, it's like lower than 13? 5, 10, 15. Oh, hang on, we've gone over 13. Can't be 15, so it's going to be the one under that, 10. So, 10, and then we look for the gap between 10 and 13. We know that is 3. 10 to 13, 11, 12, 13. So that's going to be our new numerator. And our denominator stays the same. Whoops, sorry. Our denominator stays the same. How do we figure out, we know there's got to be a number 2 here. How do we figure that out though? Well, what did we times by 5 to get to 10? We times it by 2. 5 times 2 is 10. So the 2's got to go in here. And you see here, that is the same. So we got the answer right. Right, same idea here. Let's turn this back into an improper fraction actually, just for a bit of practice. 2 times 4 is 8, so these 2 here. And then we've got to add the 2 on, this 2 up here, we've got to add that on. Denominator stays the same, 10 over 4. And you see here that's the same. So we know we got the answer, right? Right, let's turn this into a decimal. This is the easiest one. It's just literally top number divided by bottom number. As soon as you can get it into fraction form, it's super easy to turn into a decimal. Now, these threes go on forever. You just draw a little line here. Cool. Here's the whole thing. Hopefully this helped.